You're right guys, it's Capcom Tom here and welcome to another Super Sunday Squad Builder, and today we are going to be looking at the team that I am using in the Hub tournament. Pretty interesting team. I'll show you how I've sort of developed it through time and how I eventually arrived at the team that I'm using at the moment. Now, if you want to go and get some Ultimate Team coins, go and check out FIFAUTonline.com. Their link is down in the description. A fast, cheap and reliable coin service. But first, before we get into the squad, we need to sort out the giveaway. So last week, I was giving away a transferred Gomez. And all you have to do is go onto Twitter and type hashtag Gomez giveaway. And the winner is Massey13176816, who said hashtag Gomez giveaway. Can I have it, Tom? I want to base a team around him. Of course, Matty. It's all yours. So it's on its way to you. And if you want to win this week's giveaway, which is a Team of the Season Carrick, one of my boys from Man United, all you have to do is do the same as last week. So like the video, subscribe to the channel, go over to Twitter and follow me. It's at CapgunTom, and then type hashtag TOTS giveaway or Team of the Season giveaway, but use TOTS as it's easier for me to find. If you get any trouble, entering this competition, then go and check out the description of this video. It will have all the instructions you need. So let's jump into the video. So let's have a look at my Hub team. Now, the way I sort of went about this team was I started playing before the tournament set up, and I sort of developed it over time. You can see a whole load of rejects on the bench, if you will. They're not quite rejects, but they're just players that I decided didn't really fit the style of play for me and that I wasn't really happy using in this squad. So the way that it basically has stayed from the start is to have two strikers up front that get a strong link, and then to have a backline and midfield that is Bundesliga. Now, the reason that I wanted Bundesliga, because Neuer is so good in goal and he is just an absolute pain in the arse to play against, and also Felipe Santana in the backline. He is, well, it's difficult to envisage any amazing team without him, to be honest, because he's just so ridiculously good. And in this tournament, obviously, it's very high pressure. Everyone's got a lot at stake, reputations, the chance to win 1.5 million coins. I mean, there's a lot on the line, so it makes sense that you want to try and frustrate your opponent. They'll already be under the pressure already, so if you can frustrate them more and fluster them, then you've got a good chance that they'll make mistakes. You can capitalise on them and actually score the chances. However, saying that, there is obviously the flip side where they'll be doing the exact same thing, and if they manage to do it better to you, you will end up making the mistakes, as has happened in a couple of my games as well. So, as I said, we are playing Neuer in goal. You can see him there popping into the squad. And then at centre-back, we are using Felipe Santana. Now, the reason I've got him out on the side is because he's quite fast and just generally acts more like a wing-back. Then in the centre-back position, we are using Boateng. The reason we're using Boateng in the middle is because he's definitely one of the best centre-backs in the Bundesliga, but he's the slowest out of the three that I have, having 75 pace. He also has 81 heading, which is pretty good, so he's the man that I want, to hold the defence together, heading stuff away, and he also gets a strong link with Neuer. Not that it really matters because he gets links with everyone, but sometimes I just think, that extra strong link may have some sort of bearing in the coding of FIFA. I don't really know, though. I can't really say for sure. Anyway, at the other centre-back position, we are using a Silva. I use him because he has got ridiculous stats. I'll show you what I mean. Now, if we compare Felipe Santana to Team of the Season Toprak, who is our other centre-back, you can see that Toprak actually is only beaten out on two stats. First off, he's beaten out on shooting by 1 point. Who cares? That doesn't even matter. He's also beaten out on heading, but he's beaten out by 5 points, which is quite a big deal because that's quite a lot for a defender to, be lacking in heading. But if we have a look on the flip side, he actually has 5 more defending stats than Felipe Santana. He's also faster. He's 1 point faster. So how the hell he's still a 74 rated centre-back, I don't know, when Felipe Santana is a goal. I genuinely think that Toprak is a ridiculously overrated for a silver card. But, he helps level out the, the chance that there's handicap in this squad, so I'm definitely keeping him in there. Then moving on to the CDMs, we are not using silvers, we are actually using golds. We are using both Luis Gustavo and Bender. These guys are a very solid centre defensive mid partnership. We've got Sven Bender, not Lars Bender, the one from Borussia Dortmund. You can see there he has 83 defending, as does Luis Gustavo, but Luis Gustavo is better slightly because he's, a lot faster than Bender. If Bender was fast as Luis Gustavo, I would have no problems in this tournament, except if everyone started using him as well. Anyway, moving on to the remainder of the field, we have at left mid, Ribery. Now, this guy is fantastic. He obviously has 5-star skills. You know who he is. 93 pace, 93 dribbling, and he is just unbelievable. At left mid, I think he is one of the best players on the game, as is the right mid. And the right mid we're using is Robben. Now, the reason I'm using Robben and Ribery is because they are so hyper attacking. Like, the way I play is I'm coming up against a lot of three at the back formation. That means there's a lot of space down the wing to run and cross and, you know, try and come in, cut in and score that way. Now, what I'm finding is these two are the most aggressive people at coming forward. So I hold the ball with my front three, hold up play, wait until these guys bomb past, just lay it off them up the wing. Then I'm instantly got a chance to, you know, either cross it or come in and try and score. However, coming in and trying and scoring is actually proving very difficult. Hence why you're seeing a lot of headers, you know, from crosses in the hub tournament, because everyone's at such a high level of defending. It's making it very difficult to break anyone down in any sort of way. So those two, fantastic. Also had to put Robben into my squad after that goal that Nep scored with him against me in my second game. You can see that on my channel if you want to go and check it out. It was put up on Wednesday, I think. So our final player from the Bundesliga is going to be Royce. You can see him there slotting into the squad, and I was playing him at left mid. You can see that if we click with swap with club, that there is actually an informed Royce in my club, and that's who was playing, or that's where he was playing originally. Now, the reason I stopped playing him there was because he was like a shadow. He wasn't in the game. Ever since I've put him into the centre attacking mid position, it's completely changed the dynamic of the team. They are so much more counter-attacking, there's so much more movement in the front three. It's just absolutely ridiculous how much a change he can make. I've never played him at CAM before, but I would highly recommend you try him out there. So that just leaves our two strikers, and the two strikers I've been rolling with recently are team of the season Menez and also Ibrahimovic. These two, well, Ibrahimovic has been pretty much stock ever since I started using this team. He does very, very well for me, being very strong, and because we're crossing so much, he's getting a lot of headers. And then Menez, obviously very fast, the flip side of Ibrahimovic, just using pace to go past people and potentially scoring. He's got very good stats as well, as you see, like 86 passing, 90 dribbling, and 81 shooting, as well as 90 pace. I mean, very, very good player. Now we'll go through the bench. I'll sort of explain to you why I ended up taking all these players out. So we go through the strikers to begin with. We have the informed Walcott and the combination with the Agbonlahor. Now, the reason I chose against this was because of the crossing thing. You know, I'm not counter-attacking and going over the top. People are too wise to that, and it makes it very difficult. So by playing these two, I was sort of limiting myself because they're not very good, you know, at holding the ball. All they are pace, and unfortunately that just wasn't working. Then I moved on to Falcao and Adrian. Adrian is just so overpowered on this game, it's ridiculous. Falcao has 5-star weak foot, and he generally is very good for me, but again, just didn't work out. I don't know what it was about the two of them. It just didn't work out together. As for the cams, I've gone through Müller and Götze. Actually, I had to be a German Bundesliga player. So these two were the ones that I actually tried out. Again, when I put Royce in for them, when I switched it all round, the team became much more fluent, and I just actually started to enjoy using the team so much more. So that's why we don't have these two players on the pitch, if that's what you're asking. Farfan, he was in the team as well. Robben eventually took his place, as was Royce, as I said. Ribery took his place. And then the other thing that I've changed, this is the most recent change I made to the team, was taking Cavani out. He is a bit of a bungler. He was messing up so many first touches, just going completely awry, and it was just annoying the crap out of me. Obviously, he is quite fast, he is strong, he is tall, he has good heading, but I didn't think that it balanced out at the end of the day. I mean, I was, you know, crossing to him, he was scoring, but the amount of times that he'd lose the ball, which ended up, you know, the guy counter-attacking and scoring against me, just didn't make sense for me to use him anymore. So there you go, guys. That is how the team is sort of built up, and how I've sort of, you know, come to the sort of team that I'm at the moment. What I'm going to do now is actually show you some goals scored against a load of you guys. I've been playing loads of people off Twitter, just getting people to invite me randomly to go games. And if you do want to play me, then feel free to send me follow me on Twitter. That's where it all goes down. I'll tweet out saying that I'm looking for a game, and then obviously you can just invite me. So there you go. Goals are coming up. Obviously, if you could drop the video a like, that would be amazing. Giveaways at the start, so don't forget about that. But other than that, I will have to leave it there, and I will see you all next time.